But I was terrified of like not having a choice. That was what scared me the most. Not having a choice, taking whatever I had to fucking get by, like that. The idea of that scared me.
I love doing comedy.
Yeah.
And I love doing blow. And I loved everything that came with blow. I liked the line, the borrowing, the whole fucking patois. I was really good at it. You know, I'd been doing it for a long time. But there was one individual that changed my whole comedy career. His name was John Fox.
Yeah, I know John Fox.
Rest in peace. From the
the comic, not the booker.
No, from the first time I met John Fox at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
He rubbed me the wrong way because he was already high. He was proud that he was high.
Mm.
He had nothing going on. And afterward, he came right up to me and pitched me about his whole Rodney resume. And I probably had coke in my pocket at that time. Once I had coke in my pocket, I'm at peace. Now you got to give me a fucking ear beating.
Oh yeah,
about something
you know
did 15 fucking years ago.
The package dance where you're like, wait, fuck, and then when you feel it, you're like,
okay. No, I'm sorry. Keep. What were you saying? What were you saying? And they're like, what happened? None. I got an itch. I got an itch in my pants.
Yeah.
But that was the first time he tried to muscle me, and he came to the Comedy Store later on with Paul Rodriguez, and you know, they were partying, everybody was partying at the store. This is 97. I had heard, you know, things about John Fox, you know, all good things, but once I saw him, and then I worked at Myrtle Beach, and he came in to do a guest spot.
Yeah.
And he came in with this crack chick. She looked like she had sucked 1,000 cocks and counting.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they came in on a scam. They wanted to do a 10-minute guest spot, blow up the room, and then sell CDs afterwards so he could do blow. And
that's where he was at?
That's where he was at in 99. And I was still 7 years away from doing blow. But that memory shocked me because that was my biggest fear. Was ending up on the road telling people about, did you ever see the movie Basketball?
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And it's true. You see those guys.
Sure.
You know, I lived in L.A. You got to be a fucking cocksucker to live in L.A. You got to
right.
be a faggot, you know. And you sit there in the room going, I'm a feature actor. I live in L.A. and it's great.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing great. They told me I wouldn't. I'm doing great now.
How many of those guys are still alive? Really?
Comedy is a different animal now.
Right.
If you really think about comedy, you
I know,
never hear a fucking thing, Marc Maron, about, did you hear what happened in New Mexico?
No.
Such and such got hammered last week. This guy fell off a stool. This
Yeah,
guy was doing heroin.
This guy's in jail.
Those days are over with. I mean, Angel,
the feds got that guy.
Angel
Salazar?
recently, he went to jail and whatever. And,
did he?
Yeah, he got arrested in Arizona for child support, $82 or something, like a miscalculation in New York, and they called the club to embarrass. I don't know what the deal was, but like, you know, Angel still parties.
Wow.
Angel's still getting down like it's,
check it out.
Yeah, he's still getting down like it, and you see him and you're like, you know, God bless you.
Yeah.
I did not want to be that guy. I did not.
Me
want
neither.
Because after a certain age, it's on you. You know, it's like right now. When was the last time somebody came up to you and said, "Mark, I got this fucking coke I got from fucking"?
No way anymore.
Nobody comes
Long
up to
time.
you because it's an aura that's around you. You, like the guy said in the song, there's an aura that's around you.
Yeah, that's
nobody
true.
comes up to me and
and the people they come around, they yeah, that's right.
You feel it. I could,
and they kill guys. Those people are in every city. You know, they killed Hedberg. You know, like there's no way Hedberg was ever going to stop anything because he'd show up and people like, yeah, he's here. You know, the devil's representatives would show up.
Oh, he as soon as he get to a town, by the time he checked into his hotel,
it's all set.
The messages were in already. The light was blinking.
Even if you, like those poor bastards, they get into that zone where you can't, even if you want to get out, you can't get out. People expect it from you.
So if you told a dealer, I'm not doing it anymore, would they stop calling or no?
They'd still want to come to the show, and they'll come all 3 nights until they break you. A good dealer? Like if I'm your dealer, Lee, and you come to Houston and you say to me, my wife just had a kid, I haven't done it in 32 days. You're done. I got you. Okay.
That was why I knew I had to leave when I lost my mind at the comedy store. No, the dealer came up to me and I go, what am I going to do? He goes, you got to get out of here. You know, when the dealer says you got to go, you better go. Oh. It was, imagine. He was like, yeah, you got to go do your own thing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Yeah, but like...
how much were you doing at that point, if you don't mind me asking?
Me?
Yeah.
I was not like I would, it was just sort of a way of life in that I lived at the store, I lived in the house. So someone would come with some, I'd have a package.
Was that your worst run up to the store? Is that your worst run that you had
for that 8 months? Yeah, that led to that. That led to me losing my mind. Yeah, that was the worst run. And then after that, I had a guy in New York. I got clean for a while, met a chick that I married eventually. But I had a guy in New York. But I was like a guy like. I was in New York, and the dude was on the Lower East Side, and he, I'd get over there early, and I think I could get it out of the way. So I'd do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I just kind of like, I'd nurse it, I didn't blow out unless I went on the road, and then I'd blow out, and I'd come back all beat up. So I always could sort of manage. But I thought I was going to die, and I kind of wanted to die. That was what got me, was that, like, I can't live like this, but I can't stop, so maybe it'd be better if I just had a heart attack.
I didn't want my wife at that time was my girlfriend. I kept saying, you know what? Whatever I do. But some people in life don't deserve to find somebody on the floor, purple.
Right.
If I'm at the...
I never had rules like that. If you're wondering how much I did, I didn't have that rule. Like, look, I love you. I don't want you to find me purple. Just a policy.
I just thought about it. Have you ever found somebody?
No.
Dead? Not from an OD or anything. Just somebody shot in the head. Somebody got hit by a car.
No, I didn't live that life.
It stays with you forever. It could be a relative. I couldn't imagine being in a room with 4 guys who you love with an 8-ball on the floor, and a hooker comes over and everybody's getting their dick sucked, and somebody goes, and passes out.
You always thought that was going to happen, though. That's one of the reasons why I stopped. It's like someone's going to go down, and I don't want it to be me.
It was the same fucking thing. It was the same psychology.
Yeah.
I kept saying, you know what? If I died, it wouldn't matter. But if she finds me, she's going to stay with this poor girl forever, and she don't deserve this. Every morning I wake up, Marc Maron. The other night I put Narco on. A friend came over, and they're like, do you have Narco? I want to watch it. Like, okay. And then we were talking. I thought about it, how lucky my life was. And all of a sudden today, the chick from IOC sent me the trailer. And I saw a picture of you, and I'm like, how lucky are we? This fucking guy, how lucky is he that you got the greatest second chance of all fucking time? You and Bernard King. You know Bernard King?
No.
Played for the Knicks.
Oh, yeah?
Great. He went out to the Golden State Warriors, got the comeback player of the year, then they got him back the Knicks, and he just destroyed the league for 3 years. That's what you did. You were a comeback fucking player of the year.
Yeah.
How lucky are we that we don't...
I can't... And the other thing I knew, like, because I'd let it all go, was that, like, I could show up for work. That's the other thing, that for whatever reason, by the time I started the podcast, I was like, that ain't going to happen for me. I'm just going to, I'm going to do this, see what happens. I'm not, I don't sell tickets. I'm not going to be a big comic. I'm not going to have a TV show, but I'm going to just work and try to make something happen. And I let it go. I seriously let it go. Like all the, sort of the expectation. I'm just sort of like, I blew it. So now I'm going to sit in my garage and do this and just be honest and see what happens. And then it started to come. And when I got the opportunities, the one thing I knew that I would never have known any other time in my life was like, I can do this. I mean, I can show up for work. I don't give a fuck. Like I can, I'm not afraid of this shit. I didn't think this was going to happen. And I just, so I had a confidence. Like I knew the first season it was going to be dicey with the acting. I knew if I got another season, I'd probably get a little better. I just knew all this stuff from watching other guys. And then with the stand-up, I'm like, I know how to do this. Something just clicked. Like I'm starting to draw crowds, and I'm like, I used to sit backstage before I went on. I'm like, I got fucking nothing. This is going to suck. That fucking table's bullshit. How the fuck, the middle just blew me away. What the fuck am I, this is fucked up. And I go out on stage with that attitude. And now, I get to a place where I'm working. I'm like, I'm just going to look at the stage. I want to sit up there before the crowd comes in. I'm like, this is going to be fun. You know what I mean? Like, it all just, like, I'm excited about it. And I don't think that would have happened in any other time. And it wouldn't have happened had I given a fuck.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.